Welcome to Beyond the Reps podcast, your favorite platform dedicated to discussing fitness beyond the workout. I'm Coach Adri.
And I'm Coach Kay. This podcast is dedicated to sharing our experiences in the fitness world beyond the reps.
Join us every other Wednesday to discuss our experiences as Black and brown women in fitness. We talk about everything fitness in and out the gym, and every time is a good time.
Are you ready, A?
I'm ready, Kay. Let's start the show.
Welcome to Beyond the Reps podcast. If this is your first time, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. So I'm here with Coach Adri.
What's up, y'all? Hey.
All righty, we're going to check in, see how you feel.
Oh, it's been a week. I think I've said that enough today. I'm good. Tired, though. I had to take a little nap before I came here because I was like, man, I'm exhausted. But, you know, it's been, I'm good. You know, I'm just, lately it's just been a lot going on, you know. And if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, overall, I'm good. I'm a little bit tired. I'm happy that it's Friday, so I can go to bed. But dang, I gotta get up early tomorrow. Never mind. I got coach tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta get up. Like I said, at the academy tomorrow, so I'll be up early too. It's funny because I had off the last 2 days due to like issues at work. They gave us off, and I'm like, okay, this is great. But like I was kind of busy, and like today, I don't know what I was thinking. Keep forgetting how old I am. Decided to do a double today, a double header.
Oh, I seen
went
that.
to NOB and then went to Catalyst with Cortez, and now I just been sitting around looking like a zombie all day. Like my body just feels super tired.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know that. Ooh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I was like, oh gosh, and I forgot because I'm not that far from work from here.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was just like, oh shoot, we're recording. So I'm thinking I had the whole day off. I'm about to relax. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So, but I feel good. Just a little tired. I'm ready to go take a nap later though, or maybe go to bed.
I'm about to say because the timing, it sounds like bedtime to me. But I'm happy that the weather's feels like it's breaking. I don't know. I don't trust it.
I know. I said it last time, and then it snowed like crazy and got really cold, so I'm not talking about it no more.
Right. True. Let's keep our mouth shut. Just appreciate the moment and move on.
Yes. Yeah. So let's do it. Let's warm up then. And what about checking in? Let's check in our accountability.
So still on the mend right now. So my training hasn't been exactly what I want it to be, but I'm doing what I can to kind of keep my body moving until I'm completely like healed and stuff. And I'm at a point where I feel like I want to try to push myself a little bit more every day. And then if I feel crazy, I'll see how I feel the next day. And if I feel crazy, I'll dial it back.
Okay.
So still trying to, because I'm still pushing to do my thing this year. So still reading about, had Bible study yesterday actually. And it's been, I guess I'm having fun. It's so funny because it's like I'm having those aha moments because it's like me not understanding a lot of things about like the Bible and stuff like that all my life, like hearing people say things but not getting a connection. So now I'm starting to have aha moments. I was like, oh, this is where this comes from. That's why they be saying that. So again, like I said last time, I'm having a ball. And then still saving my money. Like I'm not really I'm not spending as much money as I used to on frivolous things.
Okay.
And I'm proud of where my money, the increase in my finances and how I can see it. Like I can actually see like, okay, this is exponentially getting better. I'm good. Like I'm actually, all my things are really good. Minus I'm not gonna hold you. I am a little bit bummed out about like the fitness portion because of my injury. But like I said, I'm doing everything I can to get better. So yeah.
I mean, and that's how you really do at this point. Like, you don't want to overdo it and set yourself back even worse.
Yes.
But that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
What about you?
So saving, I've been doing really good. Especially now, I might should have put a little extra to the side that I got 2XL back and running.
I know that's right. Shout out to 2XL Fitness. Yeah.
So that's been actually really good. Now the training has been great. So I've been consistent now. I take it back. It's been consistent now 6 months actually. On like getting those 3 days for straight training.
I know that's right.
So, But then I started realizing, like, I was kind of neglecting.
Are you neglecting your cardio?
Yes, I was neglecting the cardio. So, and it was just hard because I was like, all right, I spent an hour and a half because, like, if I'm going heavier, I'm at rest is a little longer, you know. And then I'm like, oh shit, it's hour and a half, 2 hours. Like, I don't got time for cardio. I gotta go.
Yeah,
I gotta go get the kids. We gotta do something, right? So I decided, like, you know what, I just gotta do something. So I signed up back for NOB. Okay. And it's just my first week back, which is why I ended up with a double today. It wasn't supposed to be a double, but it is what it is. So I ended up starting this week back up at NOB. And now my goal is going to be 3 cardio, 3 straight training, or 2 and 3, however. I like that. But it's going to stay with the same stack accountability that we've been doing for our goals. Okay. So, yeah. So, for the most part, I could check all 3 boxes. Right. So.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Good.
Yeah.
Look at us. Plug it along.
Striving over here, okay?
All right. So now that we're warmed up and checked in, we want to get into our show, Beyond the Reps. Actually, we're not going Beyond the Reps because we have a guest in the studio today. So as always, I don't ask them what they want to be called on the show, but I'm almost positive he doesn't have any other name besides what he goes by the government. So let's welcome to our show, Eric.
Hey. That's a good one. That's a good one. I would like to be called Eric. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Love that for you. Welcome. Thank you for being on our podcast. We appreciate you. It's been a journey getting here, but
it's been a journey. It's been a journey getting here, but we are here.
We're here, and we appreciate that.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
So, Eric, can you just introduce yourself to the people? Let them know, obviously, what your name is. We already know your name is Eric, but your name and a little bit about yourself, and give us one fun fact.
Okay, so my name is Eric Profit. I'm the owner of Bflo Profit. For those who don't know me, I've been a trainer for 14 years. And then as of recent, the last 7 years, I'm a high school teacher. So I'm doing a little bit of everything. Yeah, I know. Maybe that should have been my fun fact.
Well, maybe not, but people probably know you're a teacher.
I don't think a lot of people know that I'm a teacher. But yeah, so full circle moment. I was actually doing a lot of training with the youth, and then now I'm actually teaching high school students to become a personal trainer. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's my fun fact.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
Let's go with that. That's cool. I didn't even know. Wait, so is this like is it like a program or is it in school?
So it's both. It's actually in school. So it's 2 periods a day. Mm-hmm. It's called career and technical education. Oh. Yeah. So each Bflo public school actually has a program. So like City Honors has business, as you know, like Hutch Tech has engineering.
Yeah. Oh.
So a lot of different schools have different things to offer. Mm-hmm. So at Riverside, I'm at Riverside High School. So we have personal training. So that's one of the tracks they can choose. So they choose it as a sophomore. Oh. Yeah. So they choose it as a sophomore, and then they stay with me for 3 years. So until they graduate. And when they graduate, then they have the opportunity to take the whatever personal training exam they want to take. So in recent years, we've had some people pass on their first try, which is, that's awesome. Amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Especially in Bflo public schools, dealing with people probably more like minorities and people of color. So that's awesome. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yes. That's so dope.
And it's funny because I knew you were a teacher, right? So me being me, of course, I'm like, oh, he's probably a gym teacher because what else will he be doing? But not, just think you're so athletic and stuff. So I'm like, maybe he's like a gym teacher. Mm-hmm. But I never... That is really cool, though. Yeah. And that's good to have, especially, like, out here.
Yeah.
Like, it's good to have.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. Every single Bflo public school has one.
Wow.
Yeah. So, again, it's really, really nice to actually be within that setting. Mm-hmm. And then it just gives me a chance to really actually give back to what, where we grew up. So,
right. Yeah. That's so dope. Wow. That's so cool. You didn't want to do City Honors?
No, well... Riverside, Riverside's the only one. Riverside and South Park, they're the only 2 schools that have personal training.
Gotcha. Yeah. I only mention that, y'all, because we both went to the same high school. So, and I'm like, why you want to do our little alma mater or whatever?
No.
Right. No shade. No shade.
Definitely no shade. Definitely no shade.
Okay, cool. Okay, wow, learn something new every day. Mm-hmm. That is so dope. All right, so well, we're going to have a good show today. However, before we get into Beyond the Rest, it is game time, y'all. So I think we told you we had questions for you, right?
No, you actually didn't tell me.
We always leave out the game time because they didn't.
We didn't tell you the questions, but we told you there will be questions.
Guess what? I watched the podcast, so so hopefully I get some questions right. That's all I care about.
We love when we.
I'm a little bit competitive. I'm a little bit competitive.
Just a little bit. As an athlete, you have to be.
Yeah.
So yes. All right. So how many questions do you have, Kay? I forget.
I got 2.
You got 2, and I got 3. So I'll go first.
Okay.
And yeah. All right. Ooh, we need a timer.
I gotcha.
We need a timer. 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
I don't know. I feel like for him, we got to give him like 5.
10 seconds? 10 seconds?
Wait, what?
10?
No,
I
not
think I need 10 would be perfect.
For because all my questions are gonna be timed. So I think
okay, I could do it because mine are true and false. So
yeah,
I like true and false.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is where, and I'm glad you said that you're a teacher. You're supposed to have the knowledge. So let's see what we got.
Supposed to.
All right, so the timer starts after I ask the question, and you answer it either correctly or incorrectly. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Question number 1. What does the acronym RICE stand for? Go.
Timer started. Rest, ice, compression, elevation.
All right. Ding,
maybe
ding.
the 5 seconds is what he needs.
No. Beginner's luck.
All right.
I said I would at least get one question right. So
all right, one down.
One down.
Okay. Yours next.
Yes. So this is a true or false. You should always say yes to every opportunity in the beginning.
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna say yes.
I think that's more of an opinion.
That is opinion. That's opinion because I would say yes. And the reason why I say yes, because in the beginning, usually you're still looking for your identity. So I would say yes, because then it's gonna set you up for the future. You're gonna know certain things you don't like to do, and then you can say no. So that I'm also left-handed, so I think a little bit differently. See.
Left-handed, same shirt.
Same shirt today. Same shirt today.
I'm about to walk out.
Same shirt.
I'm leaving.
Same high school. Same high school.
Same high school.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I understand if it's no.
So it's no, and it's only no because of and this is just obviously like statistic wise, right? So they're saying no because of burnout. So, and then again, it's opinion because I feel like even when I first started with my business, it was a yes. Did I burn out? I kind of did. Mm-hmm. So I do agree with it. So, but again, if you don't say yes to the stuff, how do you get going? So, yes. So I guess I won't count it as wrong, I guess.
I mean, because that is kind of opinion based, but I like that. That this between like what statistically it says and what your reasoning is. Yeah, like you can look at it from both perspectives. So that's cool. I like that. All right, number 3.
Hold on, another timer.
Get the time. What we got? 8 or 7? What we doing? 8 or 5?
10.
I don't know.
10.
We're gonna do 5.
10.
Oh, just to see.
5 sound good.
He's competitive. He got it.
All right. Number 3. Ready? Okay.
Yep.
Ready.
What muscle groups are often most overlooked in training?
For males or females?
In general.
In general.
Let's just say males.
Yeah, the posterior chain. But I would say, glutes, right? We talking about males, what's overlooked. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say back. I would say all the posterior chain. So glutes and back. Maybe the little muscles too, but like the biceps, just kidding. No, everyone, all the boys, right? All the men, we got to train our biceps. But I would say, posterior chain is my answer to that.
So the 2 muscle groups are glutes and core. If you think about it, most people don't. I feel like recently, within the past couple of years, a lot of women are focused on glute training.
Definitely.
But glutes and core as an overall, because obviously most people don't even train their core.
Right.
They'll do like some sit-ups and think that that's training their core, right?
Yes.
So glutes and core are the 2 muscle groups that are most often overlooked.
So half a point?
Half a point.
Half a point? I'll take a half a point on that one.
Cool.
I'll take a half a point on that one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so this one's not time. So another true and false. Cultural influence can be a business superpower.
Yes. True. I'm sorry. True.
Yeah.
True. I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I agree.
True.
Yeah, I agree. We don't have to expound on that.
I don't think so.
No. And also today's conversation, we probably get back back to that.
And that's why I put it in there.
Okay.
Yep. All right, last one, timed. And this is another one where you're going to have to put on your thinking cap. All right. Last question. What does the acronym DOMS stand for?
Oh, you going straight textbook on me.
Yeah.
Delayed onset muscle soreness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You going straight textbook. Textbook.
You said you a teacher.
I mean,
and they learning how to be personal
trainers.
They
are. I was a little bit surprised. So this is very, very textbook. Okay, but that's good because I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
See? Proud of you.
They're going to be proud.
That's
3
right.
seconds, I guess, are needed, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 seconds.
Like that. How about that?
Yeah.
Listen, I know that's right. So you didn't do too bad. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Right. All right. Now that game time is out the way, he's out the hot seat. Now let's get.
I can breathe now. I can breathe.
Yeah, you can breathe now.
I can breathe just for a little bit. Just for a little bit.
Beyond the reps. So today we have Eric in the studio because obviously he mentioned he is the CEO and founder of Bflo Profit. I said that right.
You said it right.
Thank God.
You said it right.
And again, coincidentally, we are both wearing the same sweatshirt. This is from his apparel line. So we are talking about being black and brown people in the fitness business as entrepreneurs. And Eric has a very successful business that, I mean, from the outside looking in, is very successful. The people be going crazy over his apparel. Like, they be like, I missed the drop. And they be mad. They be mad. The people be mad. Sometimes I be mad. I be like, dang, I didn't even see the post. What? And then so he's very, very successful. And we love to dive into our experiences as black and brown people in this business. So, Kay, I'll let you go ahead and open us up with the first question.
Yes. So the first question is, what inspired you to start your business, and how was your identity as a black and brown entrepreneur shaped that journey?
Okay, so in 2016, that sounds like a long time from now, right? 2016, yeah. So I had a challenge with my clients, and I actually had a friend who wanted to get one of the shirts that I gave away as a prize. And I was like, you're not my client. You can't get that shirt. It's just for them. And that was like my aha moment. I said, you know what? Why can't he have that shirt? So I did a pre-order. And honestly, from there, I was like, wow, I'm just surprised that this many people, they like what I have to offer. And really from there, I think I just allowed just the creativity to flow and just start expanding. So it went from t-shirts to then COVID happened, and a lot of women really started to support. And from there, my wife and I were like, well, you got to give the people what they want. You got to give the people what they want. And really since then, I mean, the women have taken over to the point where all my guy friends, they're like, where's our stuff at? Where's our stuff at? So I promise it's coming. I promise it's coming. 2026. That sounds like a great time to get back to the men's line. But really, that was it. That was really it. Just understanding what is missing from our community, and something that we could all call our own. So in 2016, it was Profit by Profit, and then after that, I was like, you know what? It's not about me. It's about everyone else. What do you guys want? And that's where the whole Bflo Profit came from.
Got you. And the reason why I said, did I say it right? Because I know that his last name is Profit. And when I seen it, I'm like, oh, he just, put his name out there, but just put it in his, I said, that's kind of cool. So the whole time up until probably our live podcast, I was calling it Bflo Profit. The whole time.
Because I had that switch around last time. And we were like going back and forth, like, Profit?
And then he was like, it's Profit. I was like, okay, got it. So but I have to stop and think about it because my brain has been processing it for that long, so long. So, but yeah, so like, I think when you said that, you got to give the people what they want, right?
Yeah.
Did you feel that was, still authentic to you and your brand?
So again, rewind. this is where the whole Profit came from. Actually, I was training professional athletes a while ago in Florida and in Chicago. So I moved back to Buffalo, and that's pretty much when I stopped training the majority athletes, and then I started training more general population. So again, at that time, most of my clients were female. So again, like you're asking about the authenticity, and it actually, I really, really believe that, wow, you know, you think about Dr. Dre and like him in the music, but he actually sold more headphones than he did records, right?
Yeah.
So it's actually just an interesting story of how it all came about. And then it just became, like I said, just more of like, okay, you guys, what do you guys want? And then it just became a constant conversation. And then I get into teaching. I'm not training as much anymore, but what's still missing is the connection. So it really became a conversation. It became the connection, even down to the logo, because my favorite part is just the logo. We dropped so many pieces with nothing on it and just a logo, and now it's recognized as like Profit, right? Yeah. Similar to Nike, right? You see the Nike sign, you see the swoosh, and your brain goes to Nike. So that really became what I called it iconic. And again, that just the logo itself and just the buffalo with the barbell. So if you don't know, that's really where it came from, the buffalo. And you basically had the horns of the buffalo be like the plates for a barbell. So that's where it came from.
Okay. Yeah. I really like that. And like I said, it's the people be going crazy about the apparel, and I'd be like, dang. So yeah, I mean, you've done exactly what it is. I feel like that's when you know that you're doing something that's purposeful, because it has not, like, I think just from the outside looking in, I've seen nothing but increase. And so, and the authenticity part of it, I think that's really where people either succeed or fail when it comes to any type of entrepreneurship, but especially in fitness, right? Because I think that, like, me personally, I was just talking to someone about this yesterday. When I got into my fitness journey 16 years ago, and I started like just doing my own thing before I decided I wanted to like be a trainer, before I was certified, I was always priding myself on no shortcuts. I always prided myself on that. And I always prided myself on ability, like being able to like act functional training, right? Not just lifting. I never was a person that lifted or worked out for aesthetics, right? And it would always be like, how can I be stronger? How can I be better? And then when my body started to kind of form a little bit, I'm like, okay, well, and like I said before, contrary to popular belief, my favorite thing to train is upper body, right? So I was always, I was really focused. I was like, when I look, and again, I can look back on pictures, I wanted the rounded shoulders. I wanted everything to look like I'm doing what I'm doing, but I also wanted to be very strong and very functional. So I was doing plyo, I was lifting, I was running, I was doing everything, right? And a big thing for me is that I can't put myself behind anything. Like you said, the question about like, do you say yes to every opportunity? I can't put myself behind anything that doesn't align with who I am as a person and as a coach and as a fitness trainer. So it's just certain things I'm just not gonna get behind. Good for you and your business, but I cannot collab with you. I can't do these things because it's not authentic to who I am. I don't want anybody to ever forget that about me and my business.
I love that.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's the authenticity thing. I think that is so important when it comes to like being like a business owner, being an entrepreneur in the fitness space. Like it is so important because I realize it's like kind of like how you can be a sellout, right? You just kind of do you just kind of do whatever just to make the money, and if it's about the money, it's never going to work for you. I don't think it's ever going to be. Well, it's not going to work. Like it'll probably work temporarily, but it's not going to have longevity.
Well, you just said no shortcuts, right? And that's exactly it. When you're doing it with purpose, you're in it for the long run. You're in it for the long run, and your journey is your journey. Doesn't matter how many zigzags you take. You're not looking for, like you said, just that quick buck. Yeah. And then it becomes, 100% more authentic, right? It does. So naturally, if you are someone who wants to have a business and you are people over profit, you know, you're going to do that. And I believe you're going to be successful because, like, for me, even now, but more so at the beginning, I never worried about the numbers. I never worried about, you know, giving things away. I was always for I was always for making sure the community or whoever my customer is, I want to make sure you guys are happy. And you guys have like you said, a quality product that you can stand behind. You can stand behind. And so the question that you had earlier and your answer, I love it because, again, it's something at the beginning where I was saying yes, but it helped shape where we're at now.
Right.
Because now I'm like, nah. or it's just there's so many people asking. By default, I have to say no because I can't say yes to everyone. But then it's helped forming who we are, right? And each year goes by, there's going to be certain people, certain companies, certain brands that pop up, and then they fizzle out, they disappear. And to your, you know, just bringing it back full circle, if you're in it for the right reasons, you'll be doing this for a long time. And we plan to be doing this for a long time.
Oh, that's right.
we do.
You wouldn't. Okay. Go ahead.
That's my little thing. I gotta learn from a kid.
I'm gonna let you take the next question too, or add to that if you want to.
So for that, I have to say, like, the authenticity part of it, right? So, like, for me, when I first started my business, and I think I talked about this in a couple of different episodes, how I started off with Step, right? And that was like more of like not mine, right? But I was just, what's the word? I was like certified through another, like, kind of like a different company, right? But I was able to run it under mine through a different thing, right? But now, like, I feel like when you do it for you, like what you love to do, like now bringing it back and making it all boxing and boxing only, like for me, I feel like now all right, this is to excel. Like it took for me to, but then that's where to say yes in the beginning, right?
Right.
So I'm like, well, how can I start? I don't have a gym, but I could run a step class outside. If I had the steps, I could do this, I could do that. So I will have to say that the authentic of the boxing, because that is what I know, and I follow it, I know it, you know, and I feel like that's what I could give to like my community, my clients, and feel like good about it, because like I know it, and I know that that's what they're looking for. So like when I came back just now, like it was just weird. Like I'm like, I'm gonna just start with just someone, and then after that, like now everyone's kind of like, oh, where have you been? And why the boxing and blah 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 blah. So same thing. You say yes to all the stuff, and then eventually, like, you'll still find a way to find exactly what it is that you need to do for you and for the ones that are looking for your services. So yeah,
love that. And look at you, full circle. You're right back to where you started.
Literally, and I was just like, wow, like, okay, well, I feel much better, because of course, in the beginning, you're like, oh, what happened? Like, what did I do wrong? You start getting all those negative and self-sabotage, but it was just like no. Again, you can't worry about the number. You can't worry about the money. Like, do what you love and run with it. And that's really what I feel like what I learned with, you know, with my business and my journey. So
yeah, and honestly, like, before we move to the next question, just to add on to that, like, it's crazy because like my BBL boot camps, it wasn't nothing that, I mean, it was something that I came up with, right? But it wasn't anything like, well, as I did, I'd be having a ball, right? But then once I stopped and I took a break, I was like, is this really what I want to do? Do I want to continue to come up with these routines and these classes because it was like going back, what do the people want, right? The people seem to be so interested and I'm just like, okay, I hear y'all. I can do it. It's not that I'm not incapable of doing it, but like, is this really where I can let my expertise in my craft and my passion like shine the most, right? Is this the way to do it? And I had to sit back and think about it. I'm like, this really not the way. Not that I can't do it, not that I won't ever do it again, but when I do come back with it, which will be soon, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be doing more of like what it is that I feel like I can contribute to the space, to my space, but also make it be more like me, you know? So it's interesting because I really was doing it. Once I did like my first one and then the second, and then I seen like people really enjoy this. I was like, well, I can keep doing this. Like this is, I mean, I had a ball, like I had fun, but then after a while, I kind of felt like I wasn't necessarily excited as excited as I could be, because like when I did my Better Body boot camps, those ones were more like, I like this better. So I've been thinking like, how do I combine the two to make it one thing instead of trying to do two separate things? Because at this point, it's like, if you know that you're coming to my class and you know we're going to do like the bands, but you're also going to know we're going to do something else. Like it's not necessarily just going to be but the vibe will be the same, but it's just not going to be the same exact thing.
Right.
And so I had to step back and be like, is this really like, you know, I want to be excited every time that I coach, every time that I do something. And if I wasn't excited about it, and once I started feeling like I'm like, yep, we got another class. Like, you know, have fun. I'm glad you guys enjoyed yourself. Like, and then I was like, I don't want that energy to come off to my clients either. Because then be like, dang, like, you know, her energy was kind of low, or she didn't really, you know, whatever. So it's gotta be, you gotta you gotta stay true to who you are. That's really what it is. Yeah. So, yeah.
And I feel you, because that's how it was for me for step. And you see how my class used to be.
Yeah.
And and even to this day, they'd be like, "You coming back?" I'd be like, "I'm sorry, I'm not." I'm not.
And I think in this city now, we are seeing so many more Black fitness instructors come up in their own niche that you can send them to somebody else if you really want to get that whatever you want to do. And you can send, and if you keep, especially like keeping it in the community, because obviously that's what we're talking about today. Like I feel like it's a thing where we can get lost in the sauce, but I'm personally, and again, I don't necessarily know like and it's going to be a question that later we're going to talk about it, but I don't necessarily see, I don't know, I should say, are our businesses reaching other demographics, or is it just because we kind of gravitate towards people who come from the same places, or we look like the same people, we feel more comfortable? That's just normal, right? Are these only people that know about us, right? And even if that's the case, that's great, because the more that we can push it out into our community, the better it will be. But at the same time, it's like, what does that look like, you know? So yeah. I'm trying not to jump ahead, so I'm gonna just let you do. I'm gonna let you do that, because I have a whole like question I want to talk about that. So,
okay.
All right. So the next one is: have you ever felt like you had to work twice as hard to be taken seriously in your field? Was there any unique challenges you faced as a Black/brown entrepreneur, and how did you overcome them?
Yeah. So I've always felt like I had to work 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times harder. Because it's about representation. It's about representation. And when we all started fitness, it did not look like how it looks now, right? The wellness field, you know, we love and we support every single one of us that wants to join in, and like welcoming. And it's a beautiful thing of where we're at today, but it wasn't like that when we all started. So, and you know, if you're talking about a decade ago, you know, maybe it was a handful. You were one at that gym. And so, yeah, as you're representing like you said, your culture, you're representing your people, and you want to make sure that, you know, you line up with the best, no matter, you know, because they are, you know, they're probably going to look at you differently, but you have to make sure that, you know, I belong. And I think fitness can be, for some, it can be intimidating. I think business, entrepreneurship can be intimidating when you first start off, and you have to go through those, like, okay, I got to prove myself. And I don't know, maybe it can be just in your head at first, but you know, it does shape you. It does make you into, you know, who you grow into being, right? So, you know, just my experience, again, going back, I would say one at the gym. And, you know, I'll say it can have its benefits at sometimes, right? Because they're like, he looks like me. Oh, I want to go to him. Or he's relatable. You know, she's relatable. I want to train with you, you know? So, but then obviously we know the flip side of that. Maybe there are some people that we don't know that were like, I don't think that would work. You know, I don't think that would work. And that just comes from like the personal training side of it. As an entrepreneurship and in the apparel, I know you didn't want to jump ahead, but I feel like I'm going to jump ahead a little bit, but just, it starts with who supports you. And I think after that, you start to, well, your name, your brand starts to be known, liked, and trusted. But that trust piece is really the biggest thing. So if you look like the person that you're like if you look like someone, the chances are you're going to support them. Right. And that's where it starts. You know, again, as years go on or as months go on, however long you've been doing it, your name will start to echo. Right. And so it goes back to the representation and really just who you want to be amongst the space. And again, just, I feel like success, everyone, it has different meanings for everyone, but I feel like I've always wanted to be, you know, we all want to be the best at what we're doing. Right. So I think as long as you understand that, you know, you're representing that culture and people see you, they see you, it's actually going to transcend to where we're at now. Right. So we do great jobs, but it's not because we're black. It's who we are. Right. Yeah. It's who we are at the core. But you say, you know, I want to make sure everyone knows that, you know, we need to be taken seriously. Exactly. We need to be taken seriously. Exactly. You know, so
because then you also have to understand the responsibility that comes with that. Based off of just how we look and who we are. When you walk into spaces, it's not always going to be like you hold a responsibility just walking into those spaces and being good at your craft. And I think, and like the whole like working twice as hard is a real thing, because you go into spaces where you know that you're more qualified and your products are better and you can provide all people with the product and the service that they need. But when you walk into those spaces, 9 times out of 10, depending on what type of space it is, they're not going to take you seriously. So you have to come polished. And at this, like you said, one of one at the gym, right? As a trainer, somebody walks in, it's like, unless they look like you. Like if I'm going into some place, like prime example, I'm in physical therapy right now. I walked in, they assigned me my physical therapist. She's a white girl. No problem, whatever. Walk around, see mostly all the PTs in there are white people. I see 2 black women. I'm like, how do I get with her? Because I feel like, and we're gonna have an episode on this coming up, but I feel like in the space, especially like in medical spaces, yes, you're gonna have a most likely. Not saying that it's not, you know, a guarantee, but most likely you're going to have a better experience of that person listening to you and caring for you in the way that you deserve and you need to be cared for than if they weren't there. Right. So I immediately was like, well, how do, you know, and my first time being in physical therapy, I didn't realize that if you're there and there's like a bunch of people in the space or whatever, another physical therapist may come and take over and be like, okay, next is this, next is that. I'm like, damn, well, when old girl coming over, like, you know? And so it's that that effect. It literally, I had but it happens everywhere that we go, and when we are the minority, right?
Right.
And so in the spaces as entrepreneurs and as business owners, as people who have something to offer to the public in general, we have to show up in a way that, don't play with me because I know what I don't. Hey, it ain't no joke, And when you don't understand, I think as Black and brown people in these spaces, specifically the fitness, we have to understand that responsibility that we hold. It's a huge responsibility. And like you said, that trust factor, we have to go into it with it can't be half-assed.
No.
Because they already not going to take you seriously, right? And you have to prove yourself. Now, once you've proven yourself, now you're trusted. They're gonna continue to come back. But it's almost kind of like you got one shot.
You definitely have one shot. Yeah. You definitely have one shot.
It's like, y'all feel that way?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Like, have you experienced that at all ever?
I wouldn't say for me so much in the fitness part of it, but more in my career.
Okay, understood. Same.
So yeah, in that field, yeah. And I feel like I get it double, female, minority, and then top of that a little bit being Hispanic, so like
because the type of minority sometimes matters too.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, I feel like I have experienced more of it and like seen all of that more at work than anything. Yeah. And then like in the fitness part, I feel like, well, even for me, right? So we have talked about it before, like obviously like I have my own personal fitness journey and I also trying to get females to get going, right? Right. So most of my clientele is more of females that are getting started, right? Because they're like, oh, wait, well, she may understand, right? So let's say someone that's just getting started and they see the both of us, they're going to be a little intimidated, probably going to you before coming to me. So I have experienced it in the opposite, right? Client-wise, where they're like, oh yeah, like I just really wanted someone that like will understand because I gotta take it really slow and I'm just not ready for this, I'm not ready for that. And that's when I started noticing, okay, this is really like my clientele, right? It's just getting people started, getting comfortable. So I feel like I have noticed like some of my clients that will come to me is because they could relate because they saw my journey and they see that I'm still, even though I'm training and helping others get there, I'm still working on myself too. So we might be working out together eventually, you know? Yeah. So like I have seen it and experienced it that way.
Okay. Yeah. I guess that's a good thing that we all can kind of come to a consensus that this is not like we're not just blowing smoke. Like we
it's not made up in our own head. Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
It's a real thing. So yeah. So I guess that kind of does lead me into my question, and then we can do yours and the next one next. So, as a Black entrepreneur, how do you define yourself amongst your peers to diversify your business and community?
Yeah. So it's different too, because, as I would say a trainer, it would be different as a trainer, compared to with the apparel, because the apparel, we started with, like I said, clients, and then it just became, okay, if the client knew you, then they most of the time. Yeah. If they know you, they like you, right?
Yeah, right.
most of the time.
That helps though.
Most of the time. Most of the time.
You're right.
Most of the time. But it would start like that. So if they knew you, they like you. And then there's the trust factor. You're definitely building the trust factor and relationships with training. Whereas with the apparel, a little bit different. But I believe it had a lot to do with, okay, if we're, having someone model, right? We want the representation shown, right? And I think that is where you start. It's like, okay, we want to make sure there are brown, right? There's different sizes, right? But there's also diversity. But mostly we need to make sure that there's a representation of us, because there aren't many of us in the space. So you have to start there. So I think, think about our early photo shoots, we would put together and like groups of people, and we would make sure that, you know, okay, she, him, you know, her, and we would go and we say, you know what, we want to make sure that there is you know, at least a number, you know, of us in it. And I think that's what you're talking about, the identity, right? The identity. So, and that's the authenticity too, because, you know, we don't want to come off as, you know, and this is the trend now is the Pilates. You know, I can talk about it. The Pilates is huge and it's growing, but you want to make sure that it's still authentic. So you have someone who represents us, who's doing it, you know, who's leading, you know, and it's about opportunity. If we don't get the opportunities, right? If we don't get the opportunities, I think that's the other part of it, the opportunities. We have to make sure we're giving each other opportunities. So as we grew and we started to do our own pop-ups, it was really refreshing to say, I'm looking to you because I want to give you the opportunity to be in front of this many people because we grew and we have a platform now. So, and that is where we're at, and that's where we're going, is trying to make sure that in each of these spaces, there is representation. And like we talk about, you don't always have to say yes, but then how are you going to get the opportunities? Well, hey, let's give you the opportunity, you know? And then that's what we're doing right now. Cause we've been to pop-ups where we felt overlooked because of who we were. Right. And so now we're doing pop-ups and we're like, we're doing our own pop-ups.
Right.
You can't be overlooked at your own pop-up, which is nice. It's great. It's great. But yeah, so we want to make sure that there is us. We are in that space. Right. And then from there, then you have the growth, and then it's more people, your friend, and you know, hey, there's this brand that they're doing this, and you know, so now that's, I think, when you get multiple people talking about it, because we're as far as I know, not like any of the other brands here, at least I know that, because we're looking to give everyone the opportunity. Like, if, you know, it starts with us.
Absolutely.
It starts with us because we know we're not getting as many opportunities. We talk about the jobs, like, okay, if there's, you know, only so many trainers at this one gym, and you look and you see how many of us are the trainers, well, you wonder how many even had the opportunity.
Right.
You know,
like, was it like, you know, and thinking about that, it's kind of like, even like with my job, it's kind of like you think about, like, did you only hire me because you needed to fill a number? And it's like, do you believe in what it is that I can contribute to this space? So, and like, when it comes to like fitness, it's kind of like, but like when I go to certain like gyms or any commercial gym, like a Catalyst, LA Fitness, whatever they call it now, you go in there and you don't typically see people. I mean, for as long, it's been 16 years for me since I've been like in the gym working out. It's just crazy. I'm old. But I don't have memory of seeing too many people of color, and not in like, I would say Black, Latina, Asian, like, just not at all.
Minorities, you know? In general.
And also, but also in the same breath, it's like you go into these spaces and not just the trainers and coaches, but the patrons.
Yes.
And that's where we come in. I think that's our responsibility that we hold. And like the point of diversifying yours, like against your peers, to diversify your community. Like you said, it does start with us, but I think you've done a great job with, like you said, you reach out to everybody that look like everybody, right? Inclusivity matters. But at the same time, I can definitely say, like, there's a lot of brands out there that I don't know that are Black owned because their advertisements don't show Black people.
Yes.
And I think that it's important that as a Black and brown entrepreneur or a brand in general, whatever product that you're selling, whatever service that you're providing, it's important to include the people that look like you, but include others as well, because it shows that you are acknowledging the fact that we need visibility too, because we want to see, like, okay, well, this person doing this, like, oh, I can do that too. You have to be that person. That's I think that's like the key, because at the end of the day, as long as somebody else is willing to, like, somebody that not of color is willing to be a part of your brand, you're golden regardless. Right. So right, like, let's just be real about it. Like, as long as somebody, because that's what most people are comfortable with seeing, right?
Yes.
You have to, but we hold that responsibility to put our people out there to be like, you're gonna be comfortable around us too.
It's the message.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's the message. What is it sending people subconsciously, subliminally?
Yeah.
Right. It's like, okay, the fitness world is not just, petite, white, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
No.
So there are brands, and we see them, and yeah, we have a lot of friends. I don't know. We have a lot of friends, and I do think it comes to being in the city, in the city of Buffalo, really city culture, I guess, where, on your commute to school, on your commute, wherever, you see all different kinds of people, different kinds of incomes, whatever backgrounds. So that is the reality that you grew up in. And that is where you say, okay, this is authentic.
Yeah.
And then, I think the world that we see is different than the world that other people see. And we all agree that it's important for everyone to see what we see, because we exist. We exist.
Yeah.
We exist. She exists.
Absolutely.
She exists. And as you mentioned about some people just getting started, right? That's huge too, because fitness is not all people who have already met their goals, so, and society has done, in the past, they've done a really, really bad job. I think they're changing. There are brands who, they do all shapes, colors, and sizes, which is great. But we've seen in the past where every brand looks the same. You don't, you don't want to look the same. I don't want to look the same.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have something that, I don't know what it is about that brand. I don't know what it is about that brand. We know what it is.
Yeah.
But,
right.
but it's something different. And I think that becomes, that's the identity. That's the message. And I think that's a sauce that you just can't take. You can't take that.
That's
so you can really do exactly. We can give you the play. We can give you everything, but that can't be taken.
Oh, sorry.
That can't be taken.
You were talking loud.
Sorry.
No.
You were saying something.
What you were saying.
You were saying something.
Yeah, no.
Said, for sure. Like, you can give you the play, but you're not gonna execute the same. It's just like it's like having a recipe, right? You can have a recipe, like, I'll give you the recipe, but it's not gonna taste the same, because you're gonna do something different with that, and you're gonna execute it and present it in a way that can't nobody else do. No matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you study somebody, you're not going to be able to do it, because it's not meant for you to do, because there's certain things that people are good at and some people aren't. And it's like we said, especially when it comes to fitness apparel. Like, I think as somebody who has a unique body, I think that I have always had a difficulty finding clothes that fit me properly in general, right? But especially with fitness apparel, it's just certain things. I can look at a pair of pants and be like, them not gonna fit me.
Yeah.
They're not gonna fit me. I don't care. And I don't care if everybody's wearing it. I know that it's not gonna fit me. And so I am the type of person that be like, if I find something that I like, I'll buy it again and again and again. But again, that was what separates, because you said everybody's thing looks the same, right?
Right.
And maybe I might find something that is like cut right for me, but then the quality isn't there. It's like now I got holes and it got little balls all over my legs and stuff. And it's like, dang, I gotta throw these away. It was fun for a couple months. Now I gotta throw it away.
It was fun for a little while.
Yeah, it's fun for a little while. So I will say that like your brand is consistent. I think, and honestly, I think from the first time that I had something from you, when we did that photo shoot, right? That I promise you, just I'm gonna say this on air, Eric, bring back that camouflage seamless set.
Do you know how many people want that back? Look, you know how many people want that back?
That in that yellow one I have.
Yes.
Because the pants to the camouflage.
Yeah.
I wore them bad boys out.
I know.
I found a hole in them. I said, "Can I make this?
Can we make it work?"
And I had to throw it away. I still got the bra and the shirt. Bring that back.
I know. I know.
I promise you, I'll buy 10 sets.
Okay, how about 20? And then we could make sure we'll bring it back.
Okay.
We'll bring it back at 20 sets. We'll make sure we bring it back.
Just show me that it's
just
coming.
Just your order.
Yeah.
We'll give you a nice discount off the 20. But
that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'll use somebody's discount code.
Somebody code.
I'm telling you. Because I said when I like something, I will buy it over and over again. By the time I wore that out, I couldn't buy it again.
You know what's funny? Like for real, you're not the only one. And we know the term oldies and oldies but goodies. Like that was an oldie and it was a goodie. That was a great product. And I'll search high and low for it. I'll search for it. I will. I don't know if we'll find it.
That's a good product. Listen, I don't even wear the yellow shorts that much because I know that time is coming. And I want
you ready for something? You ready for the shorts to come out?
I'm talking about I know that time is coming where that hole gonna show up too.
Yeah.
Because I've been wearing them out. I will wear it and wear it. I was like, oh, I love these shorts, but I ain't gonna wear them again. Not this time. Give a little time.
If it were that easy, I wish it was that easy.
As a consumer, I'm just putting it out there. You know?
We'll make it happen.
Okay.
I think no. I really do want to make sure we bring a new set back for you because again, no, there are a lot of people that have mentioned that one specifically. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you never know. Yeah. You never know.
You never know. You know, I'm always waiting.
Keep
like, we got this time?
We say patience and persistence.
Yeah. You're not wrong, my brother. Yeah. You're not wrong. I'm just saying. But yeah, so I would say that as far as like the brand, your brand has it stood the test of time. Right? Man. It stood the test of time and it's doing like I said, outside looking in, all I know is that all the girls like I literally went to go get my hair done. Dime did my hair.
Yes.
And she was telling me that her and Christina were going to a pop-up of yours, right?
Yeah.
And I think originally I was supposed to be working that weekend. So when I seen it, I was like, oh, this will be fun. Can't go, can't be working. But then I wasn't. I was like, oh, maybe I can still. And I was like, oh, no, it's sold out. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is. So it's like that. It's like things like that, especially being a Black man with a business. And when you look at your events, you look at your event, and it's your event because people not coming necessarily for whatever the workout is. Yeah. They coming for the girl.
For the apparel.
They want the exclusive bottles and bags and clothes. They like whatever. Put your name on it, and it's like, cool, I'm there.
We there.
That is something to be proud of.
It's fun. It's really fun, and it's really fun to receive the message. And the last one, Valentine's Day, I just told, and my wife, she put her foot in that one because she took full control. She was all over that one. So I want to shout out my wife for that one.
Wifey.
Yeah. So she made sure everybody took home a like very, very massive goodie bag. And so we're just excited to again serve, and it's authentic. Mm-hmm. It's authentic. So I just want to make sure that was the message that I told him. I said, we're doing it for you. We're doing it for you. Mm. And again, you guys keep showing up. We're gonna keep showing up. Like, we're doing it for you.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. You got one more question, right?
No. Well,
we kind of touched on
it.
it.
We touched on it,
Okay.
so not really.
Okay, love that.
Look at that.
Probably because I'm running my mouth so much.
No,
I think
it's
I just
okay. Listen, and you're taking away some of my questions, so I'm like, yeah, keep going.
Okay,
Keep going.
cool. Love that.
Keep going.
But so you're good with questions,
Yeah,
right? Okay,
yeah.
cool. So let's flex and reflect. So I want to ask, what advice would you give to a person who wants to start a business and it be successful?
Yeah. So start. Any idea that you have in your head right now, just let it out. Let it out. It doesn't have to be perfect, and that's why I say yes at the beginning, because it's gonna change over time. You know, even to the point of what you view as success, right? It's gonna change over time. Didn't think we would be doing, what we're doing now. And I use that Dr. Dre thing. You know, I thought I was going to be this trainer training these professional athletes. And again, that was a time, it was great. But I think everything I learned from those yeses helped me to get to where we're at now. So, and then to go back to that, to then later say no. But definitely start. So that's the first thing, just start. Start messy, start scared, sounds cliche, but you just got to start, because in a blink, you're going to look and you're going to be like, that time went by and I didn't even start. And then the worst part about it is you're going to see someone else do it. That's the worst part. You're going to see someone else do it, but it goes back to the sauce, because you're always going to say in the back of your head, they did it, but they didn't do it how I did it, or how I planned to do it. I plan to do it. So you just got to start, because at the end of the day, if you don't start, none of that matters. All the talking you're doing in your head, like, oh, I would do it this way, it doesn't matter, because you didn't do it. You didn't do it. So you got to give people the kudos of who are actually doing it.
Yeah.
So that's the first. The other is you just got to keep going. You got to keep going. So I love, your journey. Similar. I mean, I think we all had times of burnout or pivoting, you know what I mean? But you got to keep going. And that's what no off season is about. It's like, through adversity, you take as much time as you need, but you got to keep going. Obstacles, they're going to happen. We know they're going to happen. They're going to happen. Especially if you want what you say you want.
Right.
They're going to happen. So you cannot, you can't take the season off, right? And guess what? Everybody's seasons are different. So I took 488 days off. And the reason why I know that number, right? Because it was dear to me, right? That much time passed, and, I had to get back out there. Yeah. I had to get back out there. And that's what, a year and a half. And again, this is not to toot my own horn or say, I'm very humble. I'm very humble, but you wouldn't tell. And I was telling, actually one of my former students about that, and he's looking to do his own thing. And I said, there's going to be challenges you're going to face, and it's okay to take a break. It's okay to take a break. Other things may be more important. Family, you have to take care of. But as long as you keep going, because we are in it for the long run. We're in it for the long run. Again, we don't want to sound cliche, but it's a marathon. It's not the sprint, and as long as you know that that's what you want, you're going to get back out there when the time is right. You just don't give up. You don't quit. And you'll be successful. You really will. So, I say that 488 days, that sounds crazy. And, I'm talking to again, my former student, and then, he's like, oh, I see what you're doing. It's amazing. And I said, yeah, can you believe, like, where I would be if I didn't take that year and a half off? Because I look at myself, and, we all look at success differently, but I look like, okay, 2-3 years from now, it's going to look very different. What we're doing now, like, it's going to look very different, and I take that back, and I'm like, man, sometimes I do. I'd be like, man, what would I have done if like I'd be further along. You'd be further along, right? In your journey.
Yeah.
In your journey. But, you know, hindsight's 2020. You say you had to go through that time period. Absolutely. You had to go through that time period to see if it's really what you wanted to do. You know, how much did it truly matter? So that's why I say take as much time as you want. Your journey is not going to look like her journey. It's not going to look like his journey. You take how much time you need, but you get back out there. You get another at bat, you know? So that's the no off season meaning behind that. It's like you can take your break, but you cannot quit. You can't quit. Can't quit.
Back to it.
Can't quit.
Right back to it. I mean, I don't have nothing to add to that for real.
Yeah.
That's it, really. That's truly it.
That's the message.
That's the message.
That's the message.
That's how you flex and reflect and wrap something up. That was a great conversation. Yes. Eric, do you want to tell the people where they can find you, all of the good stuff, so that we can support some more Black businesses out here?
Yes. So it is Bflo Profit. So BuffaloProfit.com. And then on socials, same thing, Instagram, Bflo Profit. So Bflo Profit, support, and we welcome everyone. Welcome everyone.
Yeah, they do. And if you are in the area, just follow them on Instagram, because I guess like if you find out there's something going on, you better hop on it, because you might miss out. And that's, you know, that's a true like testimony, because I'd be like, dang, I ain't even get a chance. This is crazy. Like they say they drop at 12, you better be on the site at 12 o'clock, because
11:59.
Right, because your size might sell out, and I'd be like, dang, really? Do I gotta just go up a size and hope that it work? I don't know. But yeah, so absolutely do that. And if you're not in the area, that's where you can go online and go ahead and get your shop on. So, anything you want to add, Kay?
No, not at this time. This was great.
Yeah, good conversation.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for contributing to the conversation. We appreciate everything that you do. And we are supporters. So, you know, just waiting on that set to come on.
Turn your post notifications on. That's really what we need to tell you.
Listen, I had to learn the hard way. Yeah. So, you live and you learn. That's going to wrap up this week's episode of Beyond the Reps Pod. Thank you for joining into this conversation, tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Support Black businesses. And you ain't got nothing else you want to add, girl? You good?
No, I'm good.
All right. Stay tuned for our next episode. It's going to be another good one. I appreciate all of our guests. And again, we are looking for a guest to come onto our podcast, a medical professional. If you are a medical professional in the area that you will be able to come and contribute to our conversation, shoot us an email at beyondtherepspod@gmail.com. We would love to have you on our show, because we have some really good conversations we want to have. And whether it's a part 1 or part 2, we need you. Thank you. We will see y'all soon.